Hello, hello. Welcome back to our learning adventure. I am so excited to share today's story with you. Let's learn, practice, and grow our English together. Let's go!
Today is Sunday, and I am resting inside my quiet apartment. I walk into the kitchen to pour a glass of water. I step near the kitchen counter and feel something wet. I look down and see a small puddle on the floor. The water is coming from underneath the wooden cabinet. I open the two cabinet doors beneath the kitchen sink. The inside of the cabinet is dark and very damp. I use my smartphone flashlight to see the area clearly. I see a long plastic pipe connected to the drain. A small drop of water falls from the pipe joint. The water is dripping slowly but continuously onto the wood. This dripping water is creating a messy household leak. I place an empty plastic bucket underneath the drip. The water drops hit the bottom of the bucket with a loud sound. I need to solve this plumbing problem before it gets worse. First, I must turn off the main water supply. I find a small metal valve behind the metal pipe. I turn the metal valve to the right to stop the water flow. Now, the water is off and the dripping stops completely. I use an old cloth towel to dry the wet wooden shelf. I wipe the kitchen floor until it is clean and dry. I look closely at the plastic pipe to find the damage. I notice a small, thin crack in the plastic connector. A cracked pipe means I need to buy a new part. I do not see a pipe wrench or plumbing tape. I take my phone and search for a local hardware store. There is a large home improvement center down the street. I grab my wallet, jacket, and car keys from the table. I lock my apartment door and take the elevator down. I get into my car and start the engine quickly. I drive toward the store to buy my repair supplies. I arrive at the massive hardware store at 10:30 a.m. The store is huge and filled with building materials. I pull a small metal shopping cart from the entrance. I follow the hanging signs to find the plumbing section. The aisle is filled with pipes, valves, and metal fixtures. A male store employee is arranging items on a low shelf. He wears a bright orange uniform apron over his shirt. I approach the employee to ask for some technical help. "Excuse me, I have a leaking pipe under my sink," I say. "Can you help me find a replacement plastic pipe?" I ask. "Of course. Let us find the right size together," he replies. I show him a photo of my broken pipe on my phone. He looks at the photo and nods his head instantly. "This is a standard 1.5-inch drain pipe," he explains. He reaches into a box and pulls out a white plastic pipe. "This new part will fit your kitchen sink perfectly," he promises. I take the white plastic pipe and place it in my cart. Next, I need a special tool to tighten the new joint. The employee points to a wall filled with different wrenches. I choose a strong, adjustable metal pipe wrench.
An adjustable wrench can change sizes to fit any nut.
I also need a roll of white thread sealant tape. This special tape wraps around the threads to prevent leaks. I put the wrench and the sealant tape into my cart.
"Do you need anything else for your repair today?" he asks.
"No, I have everything I need right now," I answer cheerfully. I thank the helpful employee and walk toward the checkout. I stand in a short line behind a tall builder. The cashier scans my 3 items across the electronic laser. The total price for my plumbing supplies is $20. I insert my credit card into the payment machine to pay. The machine prints a small paper receipt for my records. I place my tools and the new pipe into a plastic bag. I carry my bag out to the parking lot and enter my car. I drive back to my apartment to begin the manual work. I carry my plastic bag into the kitchen and open it. I place my new tools neatly on the kitchen floor. I sit down and slide underneath the wooden sink. First, I must remove the old broken plastic pipe. I place my new adjustable wrench around the plastic nut. I turn the wrench to the left to loosen the old joint. The plastic nut turns slowly and opens the connection completely. A little bit of trapped water pours out into my blue bucket. I pull the damaged pipe out from underneath the sink. I compare the old pipe with the new white pipe. They are exactly the same length and shape, perfectly. I pick up the roll of white thread sealant tape. I wrap the tape tightly around the metal threads of the valve. Wrapping the tape carefully ensures a tight, waterproof seal. Now, I position the new white pipe into the correct space. I push the plastic tube into the main drain connector. I turn the plastic nut to the right using my fingers. Tightening by hand first prevents damaging the plastic threads. Next, I use my heavy metal wrench to finish the job. I give the nut one final turn to secure it tightly. The new pipe is now installed and stable under the sink. I remove the tools and the blue bucket from the cabinet. Now it is time to test my plumbing work. I reach back and turn the main water valve to the left. I hear the water rushing back into the pipes instantly. I turn on the kitchen faucet to let the water run fully. I slide back underneath the cabinet to check for leaks. The new plastic joint is completely dry and perfect. I smile because I solved a household problem myself. I pack my tools away, feeling proud of my successful repair.
If you had fun learning with me, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so we can keep practicing together. And hey, don't leave me hanging. Drop your answers in the comments below. I can't wait to read them. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.